What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always, spitting these hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about on my channel: football, basketball, and boxing. Want to get into some basketball right quick. Haven't talked about the Brooklyn Nets in a while. Let's get into it. So in case y'all missed it, the Brooklyn Nets, they hooping. They've been playing some good ball lately, a good brand of ball on both ends of the floor, and it's not being talked about enough. See, the media, they quick when they not playing well, they injured and hurt, to call out Kevin and Kyrie, talk about Ben Simmons' lack of commitment and how he's scared to get on the floor, talk about Kyrie when he's going through the vaccine issue and having other issues where he can't play and how he's a cancer to a team and you can't win with him. Talk about KD's leadership. He ain't vocal enough. He ain't holding guys accountable. But you know what we haven't heard lately? We haven't heard that Ben Simmons been playing hard through an injury that was an actual injury, and the reason he couldn't play last year at the end of the season when he tried to come back, that back thing was a real thing. They ain't talked about how he was sucking it up in games, even though you could see him twinging at times when his back was in pain. How he's had to come out of a few games and not be able to play so he can let that back heal, only to come right back and keep giving it his all on both ends of the floor. His game ain't quite back where we want to see it, but the effort is there. It's coming more and more each game when you watch him play. He's getting slightly more aggressive as the games roll on, and he's getting more confident in himself out there and doing his best to help the team win, and that's exactly what they doing. Ain't nobody talking about Kyrie after everything he went through with the situation, with the post on his social media, how he's come back, just being quiet, hooping, donating money to charities in order to help people who need help with their college education and other things as well. But on the court, more importantly, hooping. Averaging over 26 a game, shooting over 45% from the field, 92% from the free throw line. Nobody's talking about Kevin Durant shooting 56% from the field. The best mid-range shooter in the game today, still off an Achilles injury just a few years ago, and playing most of these games in this season. You can tell his health is getting better and better as we get further and further away from that injury. KD's shooting 92% from the free throw line, 35% from three. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the fact that when these guys were going through all these injury issues, KD was the one stable force and tried to keep them afloat. And as guys have gotten healthier, as they've gotten their guys back, Curry and Harris, Warren coming back, and all these other host of guys that's there to help, that now these guys are 9-1 in the last 10 games. They the 4th seed in the East when once they was out the playoff picture altogether. We also didn't talk about the fact, even though there was some criticism for Jacques Vaughn sitting all the players against the Pacers in that game a little while back, that KD gave credit to the team when they beat the Pacers without all their starters and some of their key role players, talking about and referring back to how when he requested the trade, that's what he was talking about. Talking about how when he wasn't in the game, seeing the same effort from the team, building a culture where they trying to win every game regardless of who's out there. And that's what they did in that Pacers game. That was huge, and KD gave him credit for that, gave him respect for that, showing his leadership. We ain't talk about KD's leadership in the last game where they just hit that buzzer beater against Toronto, that play was drawn up for KD, but him using his leadership skills and basketball IQ, he noticed how Kyrie was not only hot and had been hitting shots leading up to that moment, and that he was ready for a game-winning shot, and we already know Kyrie's a clutch type of player, but also Kevin knew he was going to get the double team, get the attention, but he knew he knew that Kyrie had a favorable matchup and was going to be able to get one-on-one action and hit the bucket, and that's exactly what he did. So credit to KD. Let's give him some credit for his leadership. And also Jacques Vaughn. Let's give him some credit as he's been showing what he can do as a head coach in this league after years of having to sit in that assistant role and not get an opportunity. And he has grabbed this opportunity and ran with it. So kudos to the Brooklyn Nets. Not just criticism. Holla. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is and you know what you're looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or hit that bell. Get at me in the comments. Let's go back and forth. You know home base is YouTube, but I'm on Instagram as well, at The Vault JMU414 on Twitter. And of course, what's up TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.